Good evening to each and every participant present over here in the Delhi virtual session on work-life balance. We have with us the team of Heartfulness, including our expert, Mr. Stan from France, along with the team of CA Pradeep Gupta, Mr. Rajiv Gupta, M. Sa Madam, Mr. Prasanna Krishna, Madhurika Madam. So that with the grand and warm applause, we welcome you all in this platform. We will conduct that one as we are conducting the Delhi virtual session on that one is work-life balance on Monday to Friday at 8:30 p.m. and weekend virtual work-life balance we are conducting at 10:30 a.m. Indian Standard Time, of course, so that all are requested to join this work-life balance sessions, which are fruitful to each and everyone present over here. So that with this, I am handing over the session to CA Pradeep Gupta to introduce the today's expert, Mr. Stan, and for further proceeding. At the end, we can just put it the questionnaire. Also, we have the questionnaire. We'll put it the questionnaire to you through Google form, so that all are requested to fill the Google form, so that we can have that one as an initiative to bring out the fruitful result of that survey, as well as how we can connect with that work-life balance. Along with that one is whatever the features of this survey, will connect both. So that with this, I am handing over the session to CA Pradeep Gupta for further proceeding.
Thank you, Dr. Sambit. I am very much thankful to Chairman, Professional Skill and Management Committee and Vice Chairman of the committee, who have come out with the most suitable topic of the present times, that is the work-life balance. Friends, as we are aware that we are struggling with striking the balance in life, most of us are stuck with timelines in our profession, due to which we feel the disturbance in our lifestyles. So, a program was initiated by ICI. They approached the Heartfulness Institute to come out with a program, and in discussion we have come out with this program, and that is well thought out. And as a chartered accountant and as a member of Heartfulness fraternity, I am hopeful that it will be the most fruitful sessions in the life of us professionals, whosoever it devotes and join these sessions regularly. So I can assure you with my experience that it is going to be a very good investment. Rather, I would say it is going to be the best investment of your time you are going to make in this program. The program has been divided into very fruitful topics and very purposeful topics that will handle our day-to-day lifestyle related situations and how to improve upon it. It will not only be a theoretical session, it will provide all the philosophy will be backed by the scientific research, what science says about the concept, and Heartfulness will try to provide us the tools to apply those tools to achieve the purpose of work-life balance. So the broad topics we have divided this program into are like health and well-being, how we can work upon our health and well-being, how we can improve our focus, how we can achieve the peak performance as professionals, what are the tools that we can utilize to improve our decision making, and ultimately how it can convert into the empathy and compassion. So that will be the broad structure, and there are 9 topics we will be taking, and one topic we will cover in 3 sessions. So by each topic will be divided into three parts, and we will go as the discussions progress. And we have also come out with a very simple questionnaire that ICI will be hosting tomorrow through Google form, and data will be collected from you. questions are very simple with the and are generic with the that how much we are satisfied with our present life. Questions are like uh, in most ways my life is close to my ideal. Very simple question. I strongly agree, I agree, I slightly agree, neither agree nor disagree, I slightly disagree, I disagree, strongly disagree. There are five questions like this, and it will take only 1 minute to fill it up. And this questionnaire we will be collecting from you people on fortnight basis. Once you have to fill it up tomorrow, and then on fortnightly basis you will be filling it up, and we will be compiling your responses on ICI server, and we will be coming out with the measured study, and we will present you with a study that how much impact these sessions have on you. That will be a scientific study and will provide you with the generic results. uh, and today's speaker, I am also thankful, and I welcome Brother Sten, who is from the Heartfulness, and he is a French diplomat, uh, mm, French diplomat, who will be taking a session for today and the whole 4 days from 4th of November to the 7th of November. He will be our expert delivering the sessions. So to just read out his profile for the knowledge of all. Mr. Stan works for the Foreign Affairs Ministry of France. He worked several years of the Crisis Center in Paris before developing extensive experience while serving abroad in China, India, Turkey, Slovakia, and Bangladesh. He holds a master's degree in law and economy from Nice, France, and is a certified meditation trainer for the past 20 years. He was a visiting faculty in a leading business school in Europe to sensitize students to meditation, wellness, inner transformation, performance, and quality to being. He conducts numerous programs, retreats, keynotes on the benefits of meditation from a scientific perspective in various companies and inspired professionals with new approaches to well-being, performance, emotional intelligence, leadership, and consciousness evolution. He makes meditation fashionable, that is very important, and easy to integrate in our daily busy life. Mr. Stan is driven by the deep aspiration to bring a more heartful way of life through his close association with the Heartfulness Institute for the past few decades. He traveled widely around the world to discover different cultures, and he enjoys the wind surfing. So over to Stan.
Thank you, Pradeep Bhai. And thank you to Akai, thank you to the Heartfulness Institute, and my also gratitude to all the participants to join us for this session. And I'm just always so thrilled and happy to be able to share how some simple heart-mind techniques are so useful to navigate with more ease, with more balance in our life. As it was mentioned in the description, I used to work at the crisis center. It was the most interesting job that I ever had. We were handling earthquake, tsunamis, terrorist attacks, kidnappings, nuclear explosions, evacuations of population exposed to nuclear explosions, etc. Though it was super interesting, it was very demanding. And I realized that there were three key life skills that were essential for success, to be able to go through this turmoil. And we don't have to be working at the crisis center to be exposed to such crises. We can just stay at home and see how the family are making us train to a crisis management. So the three main life skills that I've seen that are essential for success is, one is how to handle stress. Okay. Two is how to handle emotions. And three, maybe the most important, maybe the key one, is a high quality of being, a high quality of consciousness. And if we look at these three life skills, we would see that they cannot be learned just by reading books. We can read a lot of accounting books, or we can read a lot of management books or a lot of stress management books. It doesn't make me a good accountant, manager, or it doesn't make me handle stress, emotions, and be a authentic and valuable, noble person. For that, it requires these life skills, professional skills, these skills for success in life. They require a special training, which is called mind and heart training. And that is why we need meditation. So it was mentioned earlier that we will address 9 topics, and it looks very scholar, but actually here are the key messages that we want to convey. First, on stress or what to say on health, which will relate more to mental health through the ability to handle stress. We will see how meditation can help us to be stronger than our environment. We will see how is our mind weather and checking if our thoughts are our friends or are they negative, always whispering some comments of critics, fears, and cynicism. How to achieve peak performance with ourselves and for outside. We fall in flow in these high level of performance capacities, often for external objects and by chance. We don't master, we are not flow ready to be feeling at our best and performing at our best. We have learned a lot about decision making, but how many, and we are paid to take good decisions, but how many of us know the biology of the decision making? How does it truly happen between the 2 ears and the skull? We may read a lot, but how do we process it personally through the 2 ears through our brain? Then we want to know who is running the show. Do you think that we take all our decisions and we control and most of our lives? Well, science may surprise you that the subconscious mind is running the show, and it may not be to our advantage. We learned a lot about, emotional intelligence, which is praised in management's life. But do we know how to have emotional hygiene and transform our emotional concepts so that we truly have mastery over it? We can see this in the next chapter. And we read about happiness. Everybody wants to know about happiness. But do we know that our brain is wired to be negative for survival purpose? Happiness is not for granted. It requires a training of the mind, which we call positive neuroplasticity, to train our brain to absorb the good, to truly develop a positive and happy mindset. And then we will see also how compassion can be the game changer. We are wired for empathy, meaning that we just reproduce what our environment is showing us. But sometimes it can lead to, or sometimes, depending how challenging is our environment, it can lead to empathy distress. And therefore, if it is negative, then it can harm badly our physical and mental health. Compassion may be actually a very unique skill to protect ourselves and to bring something positive to the situation. Okay, so that was the overlook of the situation of the program to really try to trigger some key questions that we may be exposed in our professional life and which are essential to make us, adjust our engagements in our daily working activities, but balance it with our inner sense of well-being. Okay, let's start with the first topic, which is more about health. How meditation and regular practice of meditation can help us to improve health, especially with regards to stress. Because how is our environment? It's mostly a lot of pressures, demands, and so many pressures. So, but to make you, before starting, I want to make a little, check-in, a little exercise so that we can center ourselves. You may have been coming from a meeting, you may be having a dinner after for something, you may be busy. Your mind, I mean, your body is here, your mind is there, your heart is with someone, but we are not fully here present in the moment. So we will learn some techniques to, bring back all this dimension of ourselves in the present moment, to be fully valuing the moment and be attending to our duties, being most performant. And why is it important? It's also important to understand that meditation, this moment to center ourselves, they are very handy for our professional lives. We are all busy sometimes, even in a crisis. We don't have even time to go to toilets. And how then can I meditate for 30 minutes with heartfulness? Well, we may not need to meditate for 30 minutes. One time I was the secretary of the crisis room for the Libya crisis. And my director was working for 3 days in a row and I was accompanying her. And then after 3 days, at 11, the cabinet of the minister enter and say to them, please prepare the point of situation, the sum up of the action of France for 30 minutes, as the minister will come with journalists to expose the action of France, and that will be live broadcasted on television. Please be ready. At that moment, my director, she looked at me, she took my hands, and she was having tears, and she was telling me, Stan, can you help me stop thinking? We were in the middle of the crisis, and this lady, the director of it, was just not able to cope. This lady was the youngest diplomat to join the ministry. She had a skyrocketing career. She was ambassador, and she became ambassador after. And she was very experienced. She was good-hearted, but at that moment, she was not able to perform. So what did I do? I did a moment to check in. I did a moment to connect. Please do it with me. Sit comfortably with your back straight. And gently, softly close your eyes. You can take a deep breath in through the nose. Inhale deeply. And exhale through the nose. So just let go. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let go. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let go. Now invite yourself to be relaxed. And bring your attention to your heart. Connect to your heart. Connect to your source. Connect to this deepest self, longing to be one, the highest it can be. And call this deepest self to guide you in all your activities. And that is all. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed for a moment. And just observe yourself. Your inner space. This new quality of being. And absorb this quality of consciousness. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Reconnect with your surrounding. And come back to the here and now. Just notice how you feel. See how these few seconds of centering to the heart can totally shift the quality of your awareness. And so imagine what would happen if we meditate for a longer time. And that we will explore this all through the program. But to finish my studies, I just did that moment to connect with my director. And after 5 minutes, she just came back on track. She performed, she presented to the minister, she went live on television, and everything went well. So we may not have a lot of time to meditate, but we all have a moment to meditate during our daily busy life. Before starting a conversation, a phone call, going to the toilets, moving from one meeting to the another, we can take a moment to connect with ourselves. Okay, so now I would like to continue again on the impact of our outside environments. And for that, I would like to show you, how our outer environment and internal environment, inner environment are much intertwined. So please watch this video, and then I will ask you a few questions. So, see, it was the same movie, but how were you feeling in the first movie, in the first part, when there was these very bizarre, stressing music, How were you feeling? There was tension here, and you were like, I was myself having some little tension, pressure on my neck, and I was like feeling a little uncomfortable. And then what kind of thoughts did we have? In the first part, I was like feeling, okay, when is he going to have an accident? When he's going to have a crash? Or I was expecting something negative. So now in the second part of the movie, how did you feel? I myself felt like, okay, like it's like such a, enthusiastic, positive music. And I was thinking, what is life going to offer me? Like, life is beautiful, the sky is blue, the sun is shining. What more can happen to me? What best can happen to me? Okay, I think many of you have relate to these kind of feelings, and kind of thoughts that were produced from this way of feeling. Now, my question is, did you choose to feel stress and to have these kind of thoughts? And did you choose to feel happy and to have these kind of thoughts? I myself did not really choose. I was just simply watching it, and spontaneously these feelings were emerging naturally, subconsciously, and then they conditioned the way I was thinking. Therefore, the title of, this is showing how our environment is impacting the way we feel and the way we think. And then raise the very valid question, am I stronger than my environment? Or am I victim of my environment? Am I victim of my environment? Am I just like going through the experience and which are affecting my way of thinking and feeling, and I'm just, victim of these? Or am I stronger than my environment? And that is exactly why we practice meditation. Because we will learn what is the biology of stress and how to transform stress into wellness. But let's learn first what is happening in the body when we are stressed. So you all experience it, no? So the moment there is stress, the body is moving into a fight or flight mode. So what is happening? The energy, the blood of our system goes to the legs or to the hands to fight, to protect. Okay. Therefore, it is no longer nourishing my viscera, and it is putting on hold my immune system. So when we're exposed to into a high level of stress for a long time, this can affect my physical health and my immunity and my ability to remain healthy. But more important is that the blood of the brain goes to the lower part, to the central part of the brain, and frees the access to the prefrontal cortex. Okay, it is hijacking my brain resources so that I move into the survival mode. In one word, when I am under stress, I cannot think. Okay, not because I'm not intelligent, not because I'm not experienced, not because I'm not qualified, but simply because physiologically I am not in a position to perform at the cognitive level. Remember my director, youngest diplomat, most intelligent person, already ambassador. But at that moment, she was not in a position to perform at that level. And remember, whether in our days, we don't have car accidents every day. We don't see lions or bears or snakes in the streets. You don't see all these kind of live dangers. The bears and the new bears or the new snakes or dangers, they come in the form of our boss, of our mother-in-law, of our dentist, of our interpretations, which therefore may expose us to continuous stress, pressures, exposure. So what do we do when we learn relaxation and meditation techniques? We learn to counterattack the stress response with the relaxed response. We mechanically activate the relaxed response by doing some deep breathing, by scanning our captor, our body to relax them, and also by connecting our mind, our attention to our heart and to our positive feeling. And that is specific to heartfulness practice. So we counterattack stress response by the relaxed response. And then we connect to our heart to reestablish what is called a heart-brain coherence or a psychophysiological coherence. Simply put, it means when I feel safe, when my heart is at peace, my mind is at ease. And when my mind is at ease, all possibilities increase. Okay. So, and why is it? And this heart-brain coherence is very supportive to cognitive activities. It is very helpful to go to a higher level of reflection, performance. Why is it important to learn these relaxed response? Because if we are highly triggered by a stress response, it can take up to 45 minutes before my metabolism come back to a normal functioning. When I am at office, when I'm in the crisis, when I'm in front of mother-in-law, do I have 45 minutes to come back to my normal functioning? I may have just few minutes. My boss had 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So in just few minutes, I can intentionally transform my physiology to come back to a normal functioning and set myself ready to perform. Okay, so I think that is enough for today. We will go to the practice. Next day, tomorrow, we will go to deeper levels of how to handle stress. And now I will explain how to practice meditation.
Mr. Stan,
So,
Mr. Stan, Prasanna here. There's one
Yes,
question
Prasanna.
which talks about practically, if you open the chat box, it says practically unable to follow meditation. So what to do to proceed? I think you should, if you can address that before the meditation, it would be great.
Absolutely. Thank you. And it is very valid and nice question. First, to help you, we need to learn to relax. When the body is relaxed, then the mind can relax. And when the mind is relaxed, then the mind can meditate. So how do we do in heartfulness practice? We bring our attention to the source of light, the divine light in the heart, and we allow that feeling to pervade below my overall observation, non-judgmental observation. So, and then if thoughts happen, we just relax. We let the thoughts come, we let them go, and we bring back our attention to the feeling of the source of light in my heart. So then, as it was rightly mentioned, we may experience a lot of thoughts popping up during meditation, and that's fine. It means that we have a healthy brain. You know, the brain's function is to think. So if we have thoughts, it means that we are, having a healthy brain. But here is the trick, and we will see this in the later sessions in detail, is that the brain cannot do two things at the same time. It cannot think and feel at the same time. So if I have too many thoughts, what do? I gently bring my attention to feelings. Remember when you are very happy or when you're in love, when you are with your daughter or your mother or a very dear person, you don't think. Body, mind, and heart are aligned and it feels good. Those thoughts may appear, I am still feeling so good. So thoughts are not the problem. It's the attention that I put on the power that I give to the thoughts. If I remain on the feeling, I remain centered and settled within. Second thing to avoid, being disturbed during meditation is to have a non-judgmental open awareness. You will see this in the module on focus in next week. It is just like, like you're watching the sky and seeing the clouds passing by. The clouds are the thoughts. You're not the clouds. You're not the thoughts. You're experiencing a thought passing. You're the sky who has a thought passing by. Okay, so remember two things. I have said that during meditation, we bring our attention to our heart and just rest, not playing any force. We just rest, relax in the heart, and allow that feeling to settle within. So when we have thoughts, we come back to the feeling and we are just relaxing our mind, just observing openly this experience. Okay. If you have many thoughts, welcome them, let them come and let them go. Okay. So I will guide the relaxation and then I will guide the meditation. And then it will be totally silent meditation. The experience will be around 20 minutes or so. And then when it is over, I will guide you back. And then we will have time to explain, have some question and answers. So please sit comfortably. Gently, softly close your eyes. Invite yourself to be relaxed and even recall the relaxed state that you had when we did the check-in at the beginning of the session. And now gently bring your attention to the toes. Wiggle your toes, move your toes gently. And let them relax, let them release any tension, tightness. Stress. Feel now the energy of Mother Earth. Feel the healing energy of Mother Earth entering through the toes, spreading through the feet, helping you to relax, relaxing your ankles, your heels, the entire feet. Feel the energy gently moving up, relaxing the calf muscles, the knees, the energy is moving further up, relaxing the thighs, your entire legs, all the way up to the hips. Feel your entire legs completely relaxed. The energy is now reaching your lower back, middle back, your stomach, your abdomen, your entire belly. Let them completely relax. You can sense the energy now reaching your upper back, moving towards the chest, relaxing all these areas. And now reaching your shoulders, which are releasing any stress, tightness, tension, pain, weight. Feel the shoulders completely melting away. The energy is now moving down the arms, relaxing the biceps, elbows, forearms, wrists, hands, fingers, till the fingertips. Making them totally relaxed. You can now move your attention to the neck. And feel the energy moving up towards the head. Relaxing the back of the head, the sides, the ears, the temples, the cheeks, the jaws. The chin, the lips, the mouth, nose, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, all the face muscles. Till the top of your head. Feel that your entire system now is completely relaxed from the tips of the toes till the top of your head. And you can now invite your mind to relax. And gently bring your attention to the heart. From where you can make the suggestion at the very center of it, that the source of light, the divine light, already present in your heart, is drawing your attention inwards, pulling your attention within. Thoughts may pop up during meditation, and that's fine. Just relax. Let them come and simply let them go. If you find yourself distracted, very gently, very lovingly, bring back your attention to the heart, to the feeling of the source of light, of the divine light, already present there, and drawing your attention inwards. Let this process be gentle and natural, and let yourself dive deep within. That is all. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed. And just observe yourself. Your feelings. Your inner space. And savor. Absorb. Hold on this new quality of being. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. Reconnect with your surrounding. Yet remaining in resonance with your heart. Thank you and congratulations. Before answering questions, for the sake of the time, maybe Pradeep Bhai would like to remind about the questionnaire or the next steps, and I can answer the question after.
In Zoom chat box, some questions are there.
Mm-hmm.
You can answer the questions.
Okay. Okay. The chat box. Okay. Okay. So practically unable to follow meditation, so what to do to proceed? So I've kind of I've tried to answer that on what to do when we have a lot of thoughts or feeling agitated. First, relax your mind. First, relax your body. Relax your mind. If you feel some agitation, come back to the feelings. And then just open your mind and try to keep on relaxing and rest on your feelings on the heart. If you really cannot sit, then you may try gently to do it for as long as you feel comfortable, but keep trying for some few days, few weeks, and you will see it's much more easier than what we think. I remember, I was saying, we feel happy, when we feel happy, body, mind, and heart are there, and it just feels good. We all know what it is. So why don't we keep this state of centeredness and happiness more longer? Because otherwise what we do, we feel happy, we feel connected, and then we are trained or remember all of our stress, worries, and then this misalignment gets set in and we feel restless. So meditation will train us to, keep high quality of being for a longer time. If it is felt that meditation in a way is useful and helpful and also necessary for life, but work pressure does not permit to go for meditation, or the mindset prevent meditation, what to do for that? The first exercise that we do was a moment to connect. I was in a crisis in the middle of people, and I was myself doing, whenever I was feeling pressure, I was centering myself. I looked like I was working. I just get a soft gaze, looking like as if I'm working on my computer. But I was giving some oxygen to my heart, some oxygen to myself by, reconnecting and tapping to my inner resources, refreshing myself. We can do that at any moment. You don't have to close your eyes, but if you can close your eyes, it's even more simple because you cut yourself from the five senses and you just dive within. We cannot be better than when we are ourselves. So how to get back to ourselves? It's connecting to this inner self. So start with few seconds, few moments when you can during the daytime. And as we will detail, we have a practice also, which you will train and which will guide you. The best moment to meditate is in the morning, when we have not starting our day by just watching our phone and trying to already getting engaged into that. No, take a quick shower, refresh yourself, drink a glass of water, make your own ritual, sit in meditation. Start with the best version of yourself. Start with all the qualities of the heart, being energized and in abundance, shining, vibrating through you, and literally guide you through the day. If we don't cultivate this, if we don't have this best version of ourselves, if we don't cultivate it, who is going to do it? We cannot give what we don't have. I cannot give knowledge. I cannot give, kindness, compassion, care, courage, appreciation, harmony. All of these, if I don't have it myself and cultivate it myself within, I won't be able to share it during my day and with my family, my dear ones. So we start the day with this, so that it accompanies us through the day. So, start the day like this, and during the daytime, you make yourself, you give some bubble of oxygens, by centering to yourself whenever you can, when you're going to the toilets, when you're taking the lift, when you're in the taxi, wherever. Let's be creative. And then in the evening, you will see that we also have a cleaning process, which is, so effective to remove all the emotional clutter and mental clutter and heaviness and stress that we have accumulated during the day. That allows us to brush out all these complexities and regain quality of ourselves. Otherwise, we go back home, and what we will talk about, all the miseries that happen during the day. Is it what I want to share with my daughter, my wife, my parents, my dear ones? Or do I want to share again the best things that I have? This cleaning really helps us to regain this quality of being and fully enjoy the presence and the value, the presence of the family. So just to finish the answer, is like the environment is not so, is the mindset prevents meditation. Well, I can tell you, in the crisis center, who would believe that meditation would be so helpful? Until they experience it and see your performance skyrocketing, because when everything is in chaos, being normal is the extraordinary skill. And then all people will come to meditation. Even in a crisis center, they say, oh, we need to handle stress. We need to get back to this humanness. I think I have talked enough, but I can go on with more questions, or I'm free flow.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Stan. I think we'll have a lot more time for questions. You're there with us for 3-4 days, so we'll have a lot more time for questions. Thank you. Before we end, I would like to formally thank the chairman ICAI and Revered Daji from the Heartfulness Institute for starting off this program as a joint effort from ICAI and Heartfulness Institute. I think one of the main things which was talked about during the inauguration was we are moving from the domain of the mind to the domain of the heart. So a lot of questions do come up about how effective it is and all. Let's go through these practices and understand how it helps. I think that was one of the things which Daji highlighted. I'd also like to thank the Vice Chairman of Professional Skills Enrichment Committee for really taking care of the logistics and guiding us on all the parameters. Last but not the least, Mr. Stan, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for spending time with us. and helping us understand not just meditation, but there are a lot of micro practices which help us, like the centering one he spoke about. I think these are things we need to use on a need basis. Whenever you feel very disturbed, let's just think of it and try to do it for a minute. Like you said, just partially close your eyes. No, don't even close your eyes. It can be in the toilet, but trying to do this. You can be having lunch or dinner and trying to do this. So it's a need-based thing. So a lot of micro practices will be provided by Mr. Stan and the facilitators who will follow him. So let's all try to understand them and use them on a need basis. And of course, last but not the least, thank you for all the attendees. I know it's a very, very tough time for chartered accountants, especially because the ITR filing date is just approaching. It's been extended, but I think it's been wonderful to have you all here. Let's continue to meet again. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
On behalf of the Professional Skills Enrichment Committee, we are thankful to each and every person present over here, and especially thanks to Stan to conduct this session on that one as particular aspects on that work-life balance. We are also thankful to all the stakeholders from heartfulness, that one is particularly whenever we are talking about. And we are thankful to the event enabler, whosoever is present over here. So that with this, we are awaiting you on the tomorrow's session at 8:30 p.m. With this, we conclude the today's session. Thank you to all.